What I'm going to tell you in this video will allow you to do everything you want to do here in Argentina and just with your Spanish. First of all, I would like to tell you that it does not matter how much you know about Spanish. It does not matter if you can speak really well, if you can speak fast, if you understand Argentinian slang, if you have a large vocabulary or whatever. And your level in Spanish or whenever you're at, it doesn't matter either. Why? Because this tip is useful for every single Spanish learner that's learning Argentinian Spanish, that's learning Spanish. You're a traveler, you're in Argentina, you will traveling here. You have to talk with people, you have to go to your hotel, you have to do the check-in, you have to buy stuff, you have to be here for a long time or be with your family or friends, partner, or you have to work here in Argentina because you would like to start a new business or to start investing here or even studying here. And Spanish for you is extremely important because in Argentina nobody speaks English, and you will realize just in your first day when you have to go out and you gotta start speaking with Argentinian people, maybe at a store or whenever you're at. And when you realize of this, that's gonna be really late. I would like to tell you the key thing that's gonna change everything for you. And it is that you must never be afraid of speaking with anyone. You must never be afraid of making any mistake. You must never be afraid to speak with anyone. Every single time you have the opportunity to speak, go and talk with everyone you encounter in your life, everyone you come across with, and start using real life Spanish, start working on your speaking skills. And this is what I always said. The most important thing for a traveler is to speak. Because a traveler does not need to write anything. It is way more important to speak, to be able to speak, be able to communicate with people. Because if you know every single little grammatical topic, and then you go to real life and you don't know how to say bus, you don't know how to say subway, you don't know how to say chair, or I need help, you're in a hurry because you will not be able to communicate. So that's what I mean, and that's what I teach to all my students. They all have a big change in their life when they're here, because they are not afraid of mistakes anymore. The perfect example is me, Nico, because if you watch all my videos or if you're listening to me right now, you can see that I indeed make lots of mistakes in English, but I don't care much. I don't mind actually. The reason I'm here is to help people, and I don't care whether or not if I have too many mistakes or if I said some words wrong or whatever. And English does not stop me to do that. And I have an amazing business. I work with many people because I'm able to communicate. I'm not perfect speaking English. I would like to be, let's say. I don't care much though. But what I've learned from experience, I'm having teaching lots of different students, is that the most important thing is being able to communicate. If you say things in a rustical way, nobody cares actually of your mistakes. Like tomorrow we're all gonna forget about even your face. So if you said something wrong, nobody's gonna insult you or tell you, oh, you're stupid or whatever. We don't care about mistakes. If you're watching this video right now, maybe for you it's kind of weird to hear somebody speaking in a kind of rustical way or with too many mistakes. But anyways, you understand the idea, and that's what you have to stick to. That's what you have to understand and start using in real life. So if you start to follow and apply in real life this tip that I've just told you, everything is going to change in your life here in Argentina. I know maybe you're timid and it's even harder for you because it is a new language, and at the same time you're shy or you're timid or whatever, but you have to forget everything. Nobody cares of your mistakes and start speaking with everyone, try to communicate, and everybody's gonna be really happy to help you with all your questions. Everybody is gonna understand you. You just gotta keep trying, okay? And if you never try, if you never speak, if you never make mistakes, you will never improve, okay? Because that's the way we improve in English, that's the way we improve in Spanish, that's the way we improve in life, making mistakes all the time. And also, if you talk with people, if you speak with people, people's gonna help you with your Spanish, because they're gonna say, oh, it is not yo gusto Argentina, it is me gusta Argentina. So while you're speaking with people, people's gonna teach you as well. So people's gonna help you as well. Argentinian people's gonna help you with every single thing that you would like to know of Spanish. You can just stop and say, ¿Podés decirlo un poquito más despacio? Okay, can you say it slower? That's the philosophy, let's say, I follow in my own life, because as you can see, I have a YouTube channel. I make videos in English, I make videos in Spanish, and I love to do that. And I also have a business teaching people here Argentinian Spanish, and I help them all. And even though I have some mistakes, I don't care much. Of course, I try to be better every day. I study English every day, every single day. I have my own tutor to work in my English, but still, I will probably have mistakes for my whole life because it is not my first language, and it's gonna happen the same to you. I have an amazing example of one of my first teachers of English. It was an old man, like 60 years old, and he's been living here in Argentina for the last 20 years. Actually, he was my first English teacher, and when you talk with him, he's living in my city near the capital Buenos Aires. If you hear him, you can realize that his accent is not Argentinian at all. Or even though he will not understand us, he will keep trying until he found the right way to say it. And that's an amazing example of what I'm telling you here, that even after many, many years, you're still having mistakes. So don't care much about mistakes. Just go out, try to speak with people. People's gonna help you. But whether or not you have mistakes, just don't try to keep in mind you're having mistakes. Just try to communicate, and then you will flow, and it will be way easier. You will not feel nervous anymore, and you're gonna be way happier than if you just focus on your mistakes and the things that you cannot say. So this was all for this video. I just wanna tell you what I think, what I do, what I teach to all my students, the way I like to work, the way my students work in my program, and the way I teach to everyone and help everyone with this topic in specific, which is Argentinian Spanish. As always, I'm a Spanish teacher, and if you would like to come here to Argentina because you're a traveler and you would like to learn specifically vocabulary for traveling, vocabulary from Argentina, and you would like to make the most of the time and learn as fast as you want, in the description you have my webpage and you can see all the information to contact me. Muchas gracias por ver y bueno, che, nos vemos en otro video. Chao, chao.